Hiya.
So introducing myself.
Yeah.
I'm JoJo O'Donoghue. I sing in JoJo and the Teeth, and I'm also a backup singer for the legacy punk act Eater. And I'm working on a new project with no name right now. That's about it. I was just in a punk rock musical with a tourist tracker, Martin Muscat wrote with, I think Mick Jones was involved in the creative, like the early workshopping creative kind of development. That's kind of the overall of what I've been up to and what I do.
How did you get involved in that with like Tourist Tracker and Mick Jones, and how did all that come about?
It's kind of a long, weird, convoluted story. I was singing, like my band was playing in a festival in like near Portobello. It was maybe called something with that in the name. I'm really bad at remembering names, so let's start with that. I'll not know any names of anything for the whole interview. But Martin was there, and I think he's seen me in the crowd, and he didn't know anything about me or my band. And then he just liked the way that I looked, and he was writing this thing with Mick Jones and was looking to cast some women, some singers in it. And he asked Paul Bedford, or somehow he got in touch with Paul anyways and asked who I was and how he could get in contact with me. So he hadn't actually heard me sing. The funny part of this story is that in the play, I am a prostitute. I'm a working woman. I am a woman of the night. And I thought, oh, so he cast me because I look like a woman of the night. And it had nothing to do with singing or anything. Because I just assumed this, like for a long time, I assumed that it was because he's seen us play, but he actually had never heard me sing. So yeah, and that was about 3 years ago. So it was a long process. And we finally just got it up in May. Opening night, I think, was May 6th. So it was, a labor of love for sure. And I think they were working on it for years before I was ever involved. So it's been quite the relief for everyone involved to finally get it off the ground and see it on the stage.
It just made me laugh. He thought I looked like the lady of the night. It's...
Yeah, well, obviously.
Were you
I definitely wasn't cast for my singing.
Were you offended, or were you not bothered, or...
No, not at all. I don't wear pants, so that makes sense. By pants, I mean trousers. I hate stuff touching my legs, so I'm never wearing anything on my legs. That might have, my ass is always showing. That might have something to do with it.
It wasn't Jenny Mathias in that as well?
Yes, yeah. Jenny she was kind of like the head lady. She was our... what do we call it? Like the mistress? She was like the head mistress of the brothel was her role.
Nice.
So she was like, she was the chief. She was the master. She was a lot of fun. I really loved Jenny. I loved working with her.
Yeah, I saw the photographs. I thought that looked like so much fun.
Yeah, it was. It really was. And there was a lot of really cool women in it, like Phoebe Wight from Phoebe the Queen. She was the lead. And who else did we have? It was just a lot of fun. And the stage management women were super amazing to work with. And I think we all found a lot of new friends. So that's always good when you leave loving who you've had to spend time with, you know?
Yeah. Oh, it does sound like so much fun. How different did that feel to you, like working with JoJo and the Teeth and Eater and you work with all these women doing...
I started my stage career in theater, so it was more like going back. It wasn't a new experience. It was kind of like a blending of the two, really, because it's very much a punk rock musical. So yeah, it was kind of like the two worlds. Because I went to theater school, like that's what I thought. It's hard. I've been stuck between the theater world and the music world all my life. But I think actually going back to it made me realize, nah, I'm a front woman. I'm good. I don't need any lines. I don't want to learn exits or entrances. I'm good, yeah.
Oh, God, I can't imagine doing that, just learning the lines and remembering those.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. My memory sucks. I'm not good at stuff like that. And that's what I mean. The women backstage were just so amazing, Rebecca and Julie. Because I would just come off stage and be like, what am I supposed to do now? It's like my brain just doesn't work. Like, I can't. It takes me a long time to remember like things like that. And the run of the show wasn't long enough for me to put any of that together. So God bless them. They had lots of patience with me.
When you went to stage school, was that over in Canada or did you do
that
in
Canada, yeah.
So when did you Did you move
I
on?
dropped out actually because I got through 1 year and I just, like I was saying, there's always that battle for me where it's like I love theatrics and I love the idea of Broadway and the lights and the razzle and the dazzle. I love it, but at the end of the day, it's just this I'm locked in this yeah, I just prefer music. I just prefer to rock and roll, and so I did 1 year, and that was enough for me. And then my band went on tour, and then that basically brings us to today.
Did you move over to the UK then start the band?
Yeah, me and Rylan, the rhythm guitarist and Jojo and the Teeth, we grew up together in Canada. And we were in a duo. And I would always call it an accidental duo because we didn't want to be in a duo, but it was just really hard, to find people that wanted to be in a band, specifically like a rock band, because where we're from is a little bit more leaning into the country and folk world. So we knew lots of musicians, but none of them wanted to be in the type of band we wanted to be in.
Yeah.
So we were an accidental duo, and we were on tour. And we came out to England, and we did England, Ireland, Scotland, and then we went over to Spain. And that's when we met the guys. Our first gig in London, we met the rest of Jojo and the Teeth, who were in a trio, and they were from the Isle of Wight, and so we played together at the Hope and Anchor. Their trio opened up for our duo, and nobody was at the show. We just played to each other. And yeah, we just fell in love, in musical love. And so we thought we'd come out for the summer and make a record with them. And then, yeah, we came out for the summer, but we never left.
Nice.
That also brings us to today.
How long ago was that?
That was 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been in the UK since 2018?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you know, I thought you'd been around longer, and I don't know why. Because the first time I heard of you was because I rehearsed at bloody rehearsals. I think I was telling you before. It was the one in South London. It's opposite Crew Clothing. It's a rehearsal studio. Oh, what's the name of it? See, I don't remember the name of things either.
I'm very bad at names, so I'm not going to be any help in this.
Well, I'm
we
Eurodance.
We met at a rehearsal place? Is that what you're saying?
No, I saw your stickers, Jojo and the Teeth.
Oh, you just seen our stickers.
I saw your stickers there, and I was like, I've got to check out this band. And this felt like years and years ago, because I've not played in this band for the band that I was in for a year or so. So it's coming up to 2 years. So it was well before then. And I was like, then I checked you out.
Yeah, no, just since 2018, which feels long enough. That's a long time to accidentally immigrate. It was a complete, I came with, and I'm an overpacker and I love shoes. And me and Rylan came with one suitcase between us. That's how not committed to, we weren't moving here. That wasn't the plan. So yeah, it escalated quickly. I just think we really enjoyed the music we were making, and we really enjoyed finally working with people who were musically kind of on the same page as us, which was always a struggle at home. You'd find great musicians, not that there isn't great musicians, but they just don't have that that grit that we were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was how can we go back? We can't go back. We have to stay. We have to stay. So here we are.
Oh, I think that's amazing. Sometimes it just works out that way, doesn't it? Sometimes things are just right, and they just work out, and it just feels the universe just aligns.
Yeah, it just was this thing I couldn't let it go. It was something that I couldn't not dig into. I had to come back, and I had to see if we could make something out of this, because it was picking at me how much I really enjoyed their music. And in my imagination, I was like, imagine if we just joined.
Yeah.
It'd be so good. That's the story of the Teeth.
So whereabouts in Canada are you from, Jojo?
We're from Alberta, which is it's the farthest west prairie. So it's not the coast. There's no water anywhere.
So what was it like growing up there? What were your musical influences?
It's a weird little place. So how to describe? It's the main thing going on is always going to be country. That's just it's a western place. Everybody lives on a farm, except for me and Rylan. And everybody lives on a farm. It's just very rural. It's very western. It's very, it's like that. It's like that. And we never felt like that. You don't really identify with that part of the place you grew up in. However, there was this pretty mainstream punk scene that was going on when we were kids, and Yeah, there's just like I want to say like 30 weird kids, and we just were all in bands and just very like DIY punk rock, renting out like church basements and putting on gigs for like a loonie, which is like a dollar, like a £1 kind of a thing, and hand drawing your own flyers and passing them out at skate parks. It was just very much like that. So that's the scene that we kind of grew up in, which is like a subculture under this very country, very Western vibe. So that's how we grew up. Rylan was in a band since he was born, basically. That was just in him. And I was always singing and dancing and performing and we were in the same class, so we knew each other since we were babies. When we were about 12 or 13, he tried to convince me to join his punk band. So that was the beginning. So that's what happened. And the rest was history. So I went for one rehearsal, and I thought, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This feels good.
And what music did you listen to growing up? What?
Well, I kind of grew up on my parents' music, like early years, so like American folk revival stuff, like CCR, and it just everything 70s, basically 60s, 70s, 80s, all the good stuff. And then once I kind of got into bands and started like hearing like more like punk music, and Rylan comes from like super punk rock kind of background, so he was just like Ramones every day, all day. He had like the anthology, which was like 300 1-minute Ramones songs or whatever. And he would just listen to that on repeat. And then I just got exposed to that kind of like, because that's not what I would have ever heard in my house. It was more like singer-songwriter, like Joni Mitchell, Tina Turner, you know, that kind of more soul stuff, Etta James. Like that's the kind of stuff that I grew up listening to until I was in a band. And then like The Clash and Youth Sex Pistols and that whole scene became my new reality. Kind of opened my eyes, and I thought, oh, I want to write songs like these old soul singers and these old singer-songwriters, but I want to have the energy and the grit of like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what we've done with JoJo and the Teeth anyways, kind of bridge those two worlds, because we do come from a singer-songwritery place. That's how we write the music. Like we're not me and Rylan will write a whole song and then bring it to the band, so it's very much kind of bridging those two worlds.
With your songs, which song would you say represented yourself the most?
Which song of ours?
Yeah.
I think Hellhound is my favorite song to sing of ours. It's more of like a bluesy, stompy kind of tune. I just love melodically where it goes, and it frees me up vocally to kind of like hit some really big notes and do a lot of runs, which is fun. So a lot of the other songs are a little bit more like rock and roll. You're kind of stuck to a, you know, 4 on the floor vibe. Not so much room to sing like a singer song, you know. So I do love Hellhound for that, and I like how dark and creepy it is, because there's always a little creepy girl inside of me waiting to come out. Yeah, probably Hellhound. Yeah. I'm sure if you asked me tomorrow, it'd be something different, but we're gonna go with Hellhound today.
So, what is your songwriting process with Raylan? Do you do the lyrics first in the tune, or the tune and the lyrics, or do you like read?
Same time.
Same time.
The words always come with the melody. It would be very weird to write a melody without words, or words without a melody, because words without a melody is a poem. And like lyrics and poems to me are just so different. Like anytime I write, because a lot of my ideas start as poems, so or just like a collection of words and thoughts. But like you can't just sing that because it never fits. It's like lyrics have to be. It's like a very simplified version of like probably what you would write if you weren't putting it to a melody. You know, because good poetry is like too wordy for lyrics. Good lyrics are simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always find it comes to us at the same time. And Rylan will write melodies and I'll sing them, and vice versa. Like, we really share that songwriting role, I would say 50-50 for sure. And then we kind of complete a song to the best of our ability as the two of us, something that we could play without a band. And then we bring it to the band, and then it gets further workshopped, and obviously we're open to everybody's interpretation, and it just kind of builds from there, or evolves from there.
How did you get involved with Eater, with Andy Blade?
I think Paul Bedford kicked down the doors. He invited us to I think it was a Wasted Youth gig.
Okay.
And I think I was working, so I didn't go, but I think the rest of the band went, and Andy Blade was there, and then they met that night and bonded over whatever, I don't even know, I wasn't there. And the next day or the next couple days, I got a message from Andy Blade, because I think Rylan or Paul, someone gave him my number anyways, and he asked if he could give me a call, and he just said, Mitch, your band the other night, really impressed with them, looked up your band, love your band, I have an idea. What if your band was my band? And I thought that was great. Like, yeah, great. And I didn't know I wasn't expecting it to include me. I thought it was like, everybody but me, obviously, because I'm the singer and he's the singer. So we didn't need two of us, I didn't think. But he was like, no, you should sing backup. So yeah, and the rest was history. That was in 22, I think we did that. We started playing with Andy Blade. And that's been a lot of fun because it's a very different. I've never been a backup singer in my life. So at the beginning, I felt like I didn't have enough to do. Like I didn't know what to do with my hands. Like I just wasn't singing enough. Like I did not know my role. I was very confused because I'm used to being so much more busy on stage. I think I've figured it out.
God, it's got to be fun, yeah. It's got to be weird though, going from like being in charge to like, oh shit, I'm just doing backing vocals.
I'm like a spare tire almost. So I'm just there. Like they can definitely do the show without me. I am an unnecessary component, but it's been a lot of fun. Like I have a lot of fun playing that band because it's like zero pressure, right?
Yeah.
Not my band, not my problem.
I just turn up when you ask me to.
Yeah, it's like a lot of fun. We've got to do lots of cool things like through Eater and meet really cool people and some legends from the punk rock scene. So yeah, it's been fun. And we're playing at Rebellion again this year with Eater.
So who have you met through Eater?
Almost everyone we know. Because I think Eater has like legs, if that makes sense. That like Jojo and the Teeth doesn't. Like Jojo and the Teeth is a new band, and everybody like nobody has an appetite for it. We're still trudging along, trying to convince people why they should care about what we do. Whereas like Eater is a completely different thing. You tell someone you're an Eater, and they even if they haven't kept up with like the new version of Eater, they know who like they know the name, they know the band, they know the story. So it's just kind of like open up the doors. Like we got to play because we work with Cleopatra Records out of LA, and so it was like a couple years ago we got to play one of their shows, and like Jaw Wobble and all those kinds of guys. So it's been a lot of fun.
How did you meet Paul Bedford? How did that meet?
Paul found us, I think. God, you're really making me think. I have to remember.
Sorry, Jojo. I should have warned you a bit more.
We were playing Camden Rock's gig in at the Fiddler's Elbow, I think, and artist he was working with called Tizane, who she just was a young kid at the time. He was representing her or doing her PR and working with her manager. Yeah, he was there and he's seen us, and then he just messaged me like a couple days later and just kind of gave me his like elevator pitch and asked if I wanted to meet for coffee, and so I did, and I liked the sounds of him, so so he did our first 2 singles, and then he did our album release in 2022, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what he does. He like brings people together in every kind of way. Is kind of his approach, I think, to PR. He's a connector. He's a mover and a shaker.
So if you could share a bill with any free artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so many people. And share a bill just like for my own selfish reasons to hang out with them, or do you mean like who musically would make the most sense?
Either.
I just like my favorite band is probably Queen. I love Queen. I would love so very much to sing with Freddie Mercury or just be anywhere near him just to watch his glory. I would die a million deaths if I could hang out with him or just see him or be anywhere near him. One time I was at a fashion show with Roger Taylor, and that's as close as I'm going to get. Freddie Mercury is probably. But the embarrassing part of this story is he was sitting across from me, and I recognized him right away, but I didn't recognize him as Roger Taylor. I was like, I know this guy. Who's this guy? This guy's so familiar. Because in my mind, you think of them as like, in their 30s or 40s. You don't think of them as 70-something. So he just didn't click, and I knew him, and me and Rylan both were like, fuck, is he an actor? Like, what is he? And at some point, I even said, does he like play a drummer in a movie or something? I even said that. So embarrassing. Anyways, it wasn't until the bus ride home, it just hit me. I was like, that was Roger Taylor. And Rylan was like, and we both were like, we don't deserve to be alive for not having put that one together. But yeah, probably Queen. I would love to play with Queen in any capacity, or just be anywhere near them. Love. I love how they just didn't give a fuck about genres. Like, every song sounds like it could be a completely different band, but that's what was so great about Queen. They could be anything and everything. Love that. And I like how they took turns writing songs, and that's probably why it's so genre fluid, and they're just such a fun band to me. Like, they're not trying to be too serious. Like, it's just fun. But I also wouldn't mind hanging out with Janis Joplin. She's another one of, like, my childhood. Like, I loved her when I was little.
Oh, Janis was amazing. I'm saying, like, she's alive still. It's like her music's alive, but obviously. But yeah, she was amazing.
She did not make it.
Yeah, she died so young as well, but amazing voice.
Yeah, and just, like, her spirit, and, like, for the times, like, who she was for, like, women at the time was so important.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, she just didn't give a shit, did she? She just did what she did, and she just...
I just think she had no choice. I think some of us are just cursed or blessed to be ourselves. And that can bring, when you lack the skills to blend in, I think you just have no choice. You're just yourself. And I think depending on, your life situation, that can be a really horrible thing almost, but it's an amazing thing. And yeah, she definitely stood the test of time. I mean, people are still talking about her, so
yeah,
she's very cool. I think we would have been friends. I've always really liked Billy Idol. Not gonna lie, I might give Billy Idol a go.
In what way, Jojo?
What?
In what way?
Just every way. All the ways. I love it. I come from, like, my family's really, really big. There's 6 kids, and I'm one of the youngest. I'm the second youngest, so, like, we just span a couple generations. So my eldest sister is just obsessed with Billy Idol. And so that was just, like, in me from, like, before I was born. There's posters of Billy Idol everywhere. So that, like, Generation X and Billy Idol is definitely in there somewhere for sure. And David Bowie. I love David Bowie. He's my all-time favorite artist, I think. And then Queen has to be my favorite band, I would have to say.
Just speaking of, like, you're from a big family. Are you from...
Huge family.
Irish ancestry or Irish parents?
Yeah. Yeah, my mom's from Dublin. And then my dad's Canadian, but his dad's side's from Ireland. And then his mom's side's French-Canadian. So she was, like, Francophone. So my dad grew up speaking... Not actually speaking French, because she didn't want to teach them French. But he understands French because his mom spoke French. So yeah, mostly Irish.
Yeah,
that's how I can stay here. I have an Irish passport. So before we moved to England, we were living in Ireland. We were gigging and touring around Ireland, me and Rye.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Because I've got an Irish grandparent who is no longer with us. But the advantages of having an Irish passport.
Yeah. If you're first generation, it's just a birthright. So you just apply for it like you would whatever country you're born in. It's just a pretty simple process because it says right on my birth certificate that my mom's Irish. It was pretty easy peasy. But what a great passport to have. Just saying. It's the best passport. All of Europe, all of the UK. It's a very strong passport to have. Ryland's dad was actually born in Tunbridge, Kent. So Ryland has a British passport. So that's kind of why we accidentally immigrated, because we didn't have to do any paperwork. So we didn't have to commit. We could just come on over.
Sneak in.
Yeah. I'm sure we would have had to have made a choice if we only had Canadian passports, but that was not the case.
It was making me laugh when you were talking about, like, the odd one out And I'm just like, yeah, I can identify with that. And sometimes I feel like a bit of a weirdo doing this podcast. I'm like, I'm just talking to all these people and just doing this podcast, and it's
Yeah.
just, I feel like some sort of weirdo. Do you know what I mean? Just sort of. I was like,
I
can I
think that we
talk to
need
you?
weirdos, otherwise the world would be very dull.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It really would be.
Like I was saying about, like, you can't help but be yourself. And so, you gotta wait, you gotta let your little freak flag fly.
You do. You definitely do. As he said, in world will be a polling
Otherwise,
place.
I'd be an accountant and I'd, like, have a retirement plan. But that is not the case. I do what I do and continue to do it because this is, like, who I am. But I can't even imagine being a person who's like, oh, I love music, but I also am really into accounting. What a weird, like, I have no other things. It's like, this is just, like, this is the thing. This is my DNA. I can't. I've tried to, like, have a backup plan. I just can't. It's not for me.
Oh, what did you try and do?
I'll be rotting away doing this until I die.
What did you try to do as your backup plan?
I've never actually put it into action, but I always flirt with ideas. Like, maybe it's smart, because I've always been good at hair and good at makeup. If I, like, went to school or did an apprenticeship and did hair or something, so I could have some way of, like, earning, like, a steady income while I continue to pursue. But I just don't have the, like, interest in anything else. And I have a brain that if I'm not obsessed with it, I can't do it. I just can't give attention to anything that I don't actually care about. I don't know why. I don't think it's a good quality, but that's just what my brain does. Because I have, like, a very creative, really talented sister, and she has this amazing, like, proper job that, like, can support her forever, and then she just does all this wonderful creative stuff on the side in not a scary, life-threatening way, the way I have done it. Right? But that's because her brain, like, she can make the decision, like, I should go to school for this. That's smart. Whereas, like, I think that's smart too, but I can't do it.
Oh.
But if it's for you, I think you should do it. It is smarter because it's rough out here, guys.
I know.
It's rough out here.
Is there any female, like, vocalists, musicians, artists you feel don't get enough press, don't get enough attention that are out there?
Probably all of them. In rock music specifically? And are you talking, like, of all time or, like, just currently?
I think, yeah, currently.
Well, I mean, there's a lot, like, more than ever. There's so many women and female bands that you see popping up everywhere that are getting their day in the sun lately, like Wet Leg, Emil and the Sniffers. Like, there's all these really cool female or more female bands than male.
Yeah.
Kind of are. What's that little band called? The cute little girls that wear cute dresses. Last Dinner Party. They're another one. They're kind of all popping out around everywhere, aren't they? I've been here so long, so, like, I don't know what's getting over to Canada, because Canada's entertainment is like America. It's the same, maybe not the exact same, but it's a lot of the same bands that are big in America will be big in Canada and vice versa. But just from growing up in Canada and then coming here, hugely different, like bands that were huge where we come from, the guys in my band have never heard of. And then they'll tell us, about a band, and we've never heard of them. They can't believe we haven't heard of them because they don't cross over as much as you actually think they would. So I actually wonder, and I've wondered this before, but I don't even know who to ask in Canada. I wonder if all these, like, female bands, are they as prevalent in like North American mainstream, like, rock culture, or is it very much just over here? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the point. And, like, Emil and the Sniffers, like I said, they're Australian. How big are they in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they big in America? I guess they were at the Grammys. Were they at the Grammys, weren't they? That's a pretty good indication that people are listening to them in the Americas. But it does seem like in the last few years, like a lot of female artists and bands are popping up, like, more than ever. They're from Wales, I think, and I think they're called Panic Shack, and they're like an all-girl little punk band. They're a lot of fun. I haven't seen them live, but I found them on TikTok. They randomly came on my, like, TikTok, and I was like, oh, these girls look like a lot of fun.
When you said Panic Shack, I thought you meant something like Loud Women. I thought, oh, there's another one. There's another movement.
Oh no, they're good. It's a rock band or a punk band that's. They kind of blew up on TikTok, and they're kind of getting everywhere, it seems, lately. So they're just another one I noticed. Wonder, because it felt very much like when we were in Canada, like I was the only girl as far as the eye could see.
Yeah.
Like, And I don't know if that was just the times or if that's like the difference between like Canada and the UK. I don't really know because obviously like my tiny world, like I don't know. But it feels like I was always the only girl in every lineup, in every room, in everything. And if there was another girl, it was like, oh my God, hello.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
so that's been a real nice shift to experience in my short little life. Because, yeah, it was just me and a big sausage fest for my whole life up to this point.
And acco punk bands like Crast, Conflict, Rubella Ballet. Oh no, because I was involved in that scene. I was in a band in that scene.
Yeah.
First started playing, I was the same as you. I was like, I'd play bills and they'd just be like me. It would be the only female.
Yeah. It's just
because I hate to say it, but I'm really old, and and I'll get the impression that sometimes people think I'm younger than I actually am. I'll start talking about some of these things, and they're looking at me, and I'm like,
back in my day.
Back in my day. So, what are you currently working on, Jojo?
Jojo and the Teeth is kind of on a bit of a hiatus, a bit of a elongated hiatus, but not a real one. It's hard to explain. We worked really, really hard for a really, really long time, and I think everybody was just ready to give it a break.
Yeah.
To varying degrees. I personally wasn't. I could have kept going on, but yeah, the guys I think really just like we all lived together, we worked together, we slept in the band together, like we just were like 24 hours a day every day since 2018 in each other's fucking asses. So so we're just kind of taking it easy and being a lot more passive about that band because we were really hard and fast and aggressive on it for years and years and years. Just like everything we did, it was just Jojo and Steve, Jojo. But we're getting some cool opportunities that just keep kind of bubbling up, and then we're taking them. We got a cool Spanish tour coming up in December with Jojo and the Teeth, and we're playing the Wight Festival next week or 2 weeks, the 18th or 19th. So that's really exciting. So we're still getting cool things, but we're just not, we're not running it down like we had been. And so me and Rylan are working on a new project with some new people and just like seeing what that kind of turns into. We're in the early experimenting phase.
Okay.
so we'll see. So far, so good, though. Really, really cool sounds are coming out of that. So I'm excited to get things recorded and a little bit like more put together as a package and kind of like see what that evolves into. But I'm hoping that you'll be hearing from that maybe in like the fall or autumn, winter vibes. Okay. I was hoping to get it done this summer, but I'm always like in a hurry. I'm always wanting things done like way faster than they ever get done. So I'm trying to just go with the flow and take time because that's not my forte. I am a dog with a bone, I'm just like, I want to just go, do.
Yeah.
I feel late for everything. I feel like, we're so behind. Yeah, so it's hard when you're independent, right? You can only do so much because everything costs money. So you can only record so much. You can only tour so much because, if you're not getting paid significantly more than it costs to tour, you can only afford to tour so much. So we'll see what happens with this new project. And we'll see what happens with the Teeth. I don't know what's going on there. So we'll see where things kind of like land.
Do you have any funny tour stories? Oh my God, I need help.
I'm sure I do. Will they come to me? This one's not really like a tour story, but during COVID, we were all living together. The guys all went home because they all had families, obviously, unlike us. So we were just like trapped in a foreign country with no family. And we decided that we were going to spend the last money in our bank account because we couldn't, like, we were both self-employed, so we didn't qualify for any of like government grants, COVID grants that were getting passed along. So me and Rylan just ended up with nothing. So we spent our last £800 on a van. We gutted the van and made it into a tiny house. And we left our flat in London and we drove to Ireland with our bass player. So we took our bass player and me and Rylan and we drove to the mountains, County Waterford. It's kind of like where County Cork, Waterford, and Tipperary touch in like the mountains somewhere in Ireland. And we gutted our van and we renovated it with our friends that were living on a property there. And so we were kind of like homeless. Max was the least handy. So me and Rylan works in joinery and is very, very talented craftsman. And I'm very good at decorating and like the kind of like finishing of construction. Very good at that because my parents used to flip houses when I was a kid. So they had me indoctrinated, very good at decorating. So we were kind of like the most handy. So we gave Max the shitty job of taking we had a portable like loo, like a portaloo, like a tiny portaloo. So Max's shitty little job was to empty the portaloo like every other day or once a day or whatever it was. It was like his initiation because he was not as good at the renovating of the van. Anyways, he was taking our poo and it was me and Rylan and Max's shared toilet. And he's walking and he trips. So bad. He trips and the toilet just smashes on the ground and just splashes all up in his face. It's horrible.
Oh no.
And in his eyes and his ears, like she was just covered in our mutual
oh my god
excretion. And I always felt like we're blood brothers now. Like we're connected for life now. And he's just lucky he didn't get like an eye infection or something because it went in his eye.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that was pretty gross. But that's just a little glimpse into the kind of like the way we were living. Like it was like we were all in, man. We were all in for a lot of years. So much that there's poop in his eye. Probably still.
Did he not go to the doctors or anything, or was he?
It seemed fine. He just rinsed it.
Rinse it with some hot water. It's fine.
I think we would have known. He would have lost an eye otherwise. Yeah, pretty funny. I think about that all the time. That was a good one.
Well, but what about the best gig you've played?
Best gig we've played? That's a good question.
Even the most memorable or the most memorable ones that stand out to you.
I always enjoy playing the festivals because the stage is nice and big. Usually at a festival where you can like move around and it's kind of like more the type of show I'd like to be doing. But obviously when you're a small independent band, you're playing these small independent venues. And so I always feel as a front person, I'm very like stuck in this like small spot. So I love when we get to play big festival stages and there's like all this room. You can like strut around and kind of like make the show like a little bit more showy, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I always love the Isle Festival is always really great to play. Rebellion Festival I really enjoy. That's probably why. I think it's about the venue. I might be a venue snob.
What stages did you play at Rebellion?
With Eater we played the Opera House.
Yeah, that's a good stage, isn't
again,
it?
very bad at names, so don't quote me, but I think it was the Opera House. And then this year I think we're playing a new stage. I forget what it's called though. But there's a new stage that Eater's playing this year, and Georgia and Teeth isn't playing. And then I think the last time we played, is it the main stage? I'm so bad at names. Like the way my brain can't remember what anything's called is just not right. But the beautiful one where the is it Strictly Come Dancing is filmed?
Yeah, the ballroom.
Yes, we played the ballroom, didn't we? But really late at night, so like no one was there. But the stage was still there. We played at like 12:30 or 1 a.m. It was really late, but it was fun. The stage was great, and it's nice to see like the beautiful build. That's such a nice building.
It is, isn't it? It really is. The only problem though is the floor gets sticky. When
you're watching. That's the problem with every venue ever.
I just find out the Rebellion floor, and no offence, Darren Russell Smith, if you're listening to this, but you think even watching a band, and after a while you're like, my feet. It's just I'm sure it gets stickier there than anywhere else.
Yeah.
What about the Hope and Anchor? Do you like playing there, or is it just too?
Do I like playing where at Rebellion?
The Hope and Anchor, or is it just too?
Oh, the Hope and Anchor. Yeah, the Hope and Anchor is so tiny, but it's like, I love, who's the guy that runs it? Again, so bad with names. I like the way it's run, like it's a good venue, like they're good to you there, and it's always a good show, and the promoters that work with the Hope and Anchor always put on good shows, so I do like, but I can't wear my, because you know my ridiculous shoes, if you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love a ridiculous, like 9-inch heel, that's my vibe, and I'm too tall. So I can't actually wear them at that venue because I hit my head. So that bumps bums me out. But other than that, no, that's a good little venue. I mean, that is where our whole band met. So it's definitely like it's our spiritual home, the Hope and Anchor.
I like the Hope. I just feel like a liability though. Those stairs. I'm like, I don't know how I've not fallen down them.
I probably have. I trip, and I don't usually hit the ground, but I trip. Like, I'm not very coordinated for somebody who struts around in 9-inch heels all the time. I've only fallen once.
Oh.
I think that is like a world record when you think how many gigs I've done in those shoes, and I've only actually fallen once. It was last summer at Prince Albert in Brighton. They had this huge, the drum mic stand had this really wide bass, like weight bass. Like, it was probably not the right. I don't know. I've never seen a drum mic with such a big ass bass. Anyways, I was walking backwards, and I stood with my one heel and just toppled right over, and I ate shit on stage for the first time.
Don't. I've done that. And do you know what, Jojo? I don't really like talking about this, but I'll do it. I'll share it, right? I was on the stage at Rebellion on the Opera House, and I fell backwards.
Oh no. Like, on your ass?
On my ass. At Rebellion. Got straight back up again, carried on as normal.
Well, you have no choice.
I know, and I was like, I can't believe
you have to make it. I always make it part of the show.
Yes.
Did you enjoy this?
A Rebellion in front of one of the biggest crowds you'll probably get.
Yeah.
To fall flat on your ass. And then I forgot.
One time in Wales, I jumped off stage and fell. But to me, that doesn't count because I jumped off stage. I wasn't on stage when I fell. But I took off my shoes, so I was just in my little stocking feet. And they must have just waxed the shit out of that floor because that floor was so slick. My feet just went, and I cranked my skull bounced off the floor.
Ooh.
Like, to the point that Keir, who's not in our band anymore, but Keir, the old lead guitarist, he was like, oh shit, like, he's the only one who's seeing me, and he put his guitar down to come see if I knocked myself out cold. That was a rough one. I was fine though. I jumped right back up. We were all good. The show must go on.
Yeah. How did it feel the next day? Did you forget about it and think, oh God, I've got a bump on my head? What happened?
I don't remember if I had a bump. I'm sure my neck probably hurt. My neck always hurts after shows though, to be fair. All the head banging. I can't help it.
Just get lost in the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I fell on stage, I'd forgotten about it. Then the next day I sat down, I was like, oh my God, my bum. Oh.
Hilarious. Yeah, that's the life. I'm always covered in bruises. I don't know where they come from. Because I don't really, not that I black out during shows, but I'm just so in the moment. I'm not even remembering moments. The guys always say, oh, remember during this and you missed that. I was like, no, I have no idea what happens on stage. None. It's I just go into a different, but I have no recollection, no memory, and they can remember everything. So we must be going into different places. I must be going into a completely different, because I have no memory after shows at all. Just I just go on stage and let it rip. Whatever happens, happens. It's none of my business.
God, you sort of get lost in the music when it's almost like the music's tangible and you're floating about in it. Is that how it feels to you?
Yeah, I think I just let my body do what it knows to do. Whereas I think a lot of musicians or instrumentalists are thinking about what's coming up and they're playing and thinking, and I'm not. I'm just living in that moment. So it's hard unless something really dramatic happens. I don't remember these little things that they always seem to be able to recall about. If I really fucked up, I'd remember that. But I don't know. I just don't have that recall because I just don't think I'm in that headspace.
Because I always thought it was just me, people around me counting and things like that, and I just
I don't do any of this. I do not know. So
it's I feel it. I can't, if it doesn't.
Totally.
Yeah, just go by the feel. And then I'm trying to explain that to people. You're probably the only first person who's actually said that to me. Yeah, I said it's
a lot of musicians they kind of have that more analytical brain that I just do not possess. I like when you're recording and building something, I'm for sure in that headspace, but not when I'm performing. When I'm performing, it's like my wings come out and I don't know what happens after that.
Yeah. Even when I'm recording, sometimes it's just like it's
Oh, I
almost like the
wish I could
feel.
access that when I record. I hate recording. It gives me such anxiety. The worst I'll ever sound is in a recording studio, for sure. I hate it. It's just like this sterile, shitty fucking environment. I hate it. It is just a necessary evil to have to record your music to me. It's like, it's just something I have to do. That's my least favorite part about music is the recording. It's kind of uncreative. Like, you've already done the creative bit and it's not a performance. And it's like, it's hard for me to channel performing when I'm not performing. Like, this isn't a performance. Like, and you're cold because the studio's always cold. I think everybody likes recording more than me. I think I'm the least into recording. Max, the bass player with the shit in his eye, he loves recording. He like runs a studio now, and he's like his like big strength in music is recording. And I think he almost prefers probably to be in a recording studio to a stage. Andy, I think, is kind of more like me. Like it's a necessary evil, and Ryland's somewhere in the middle, I would say. You always have to have people in your band that like recording, or it's unbearable. You have to have somebody that cares about that part of it, because fuck, it is not me. It is not me. I care about how it sounds at the end, but it's a really challenging environment for me. I find it very boring, very sterile. I do not enjoy it at all.
So where do you go for your recording?
Most of our recordings we've done at the Albion Rooms in Margate.
Okay.
That's the Libertine studio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so their sound engineer that they have there is named Jason Stafford, and he's really great. As much as I hate recording, I love recording with Jason. We love Jason. He's just like, he's a lot of fun. He's really knowledgeable, and he just like gets what we want anyways. Like he like understood like objective, because we just really wanted, last time we recorded like with our album, we just really wanted to capture what we sound like live. We didn't want any like like glitter and whistles and studio magic. It just was like, I didn't even double any vocals because I just wanted it to sound exactly like how we would sound if you came to hear us. So there's no double tracks, there's no the harmonies are all from different people. So like instead of like me harmonizing with myself, it's like I want it to sound exactly the way we do it on stage. The voices that you hear on the record are the voices that we'll be singing them live. All things like that. We recorded all the instrumentation live, not at the same time, but live, like not to a click track. Like we played drum, like we captured the drum take by the whole band playing live together, and all listening to each other in different rooms, kind of a thing. So we wanted to get the most like organic, what Judge and Teeth actually sounds like. Yeah, I love singing. Like I love using my voice to tell stories. I think at the end of the day, I'm a writer who happens to have a strong vocal. So but like what I love, like I don't think I would love singing just for singing's sake. Like I wouldn't want to be a singer who sang other people's songs. Like, you know what I mean? It's very much to do with like creating something, and using my voice as like an instrument to like tell the story. And I think that's what I'm here to do, you know.
You got something to say as well, and that's and that's your platform. Just the tattoo on the palm of your hand. Lots
of silly little tattoos.
Always have one on the palm of your hand. If you don't mind me asking, Georgia.
I get asked all the time if it's balls or a tiny piece of toast. I get asked, but it's actually my nephew. When he was little, he just like couldn't get the hang of drawing hearts, so he used to draw them like he couldn't do the point. And I used to call them dick hearts because they look a little bit like a dick. And he used to draw. This is the least phallic looking one, but some of them had really long tails, and they basically just looked like erect dicks. And it just really tickled my fancy. It made me laugh. So yeah, that's his drawing from when he was 6 years old. Yeah.
That is really cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love being an auntie. I'm a super aunt. Not because I'm necessarily good at it, just because my sisters have so many kids. There's babies everywhere. I have to go home soon. I haven't been home in a minute. We ended up having to move last year, so that was my going home money.
Oh,
to use up the down payment on like Whether your first and last month's rent. So I'm trying to get. I wanted to get home this summer, but I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna happen. So hopefully in the winter, but not Christmas. Christmas is crazy prices, but we'll see. Wish me luck. Wish me a windfall of money so I can go home.
Oh, wish you luck with that, Georgia. I hope you win the
Thank
postcode
you.
lot. Do you play the postcode lottery?
No, but I should. Ryland plays the lot. I don't know what lottery, but he's in a lot of lotteries, like at work. Like he's in like lottery groups with like dudes. I don't know. It's been going on for years. I stay out of it. We haven't won anything. I can tell you. But every month he's like, "This is the month we're gonna win the lotto."
So I've done the postcode lottery, and all I've got from them is soap. They sent me a box of
is it
soap.
good
They said,
soap?
yeah, it was actually. They said, "We're sorry you've won no money."
Like posh soap?
Ah, yeah, have some posh soap and hand cream. And I was like, I don't want this. I want the money.
Like, show me the money.
You show me it. I don't want this. Nice, thank you for the thought, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough out here, and I feel like it's getting worse.
Oh, definitely. Are you based in London, Jojo? Are you on the outskirts?
I keep saying just moved because it feels like we just moved, but we moved. We've been in Tunbridge Wells in Kent for a year. So it's like a commuter town, so you can get to London Bridge in 42 minutes, I think the train is. And when we lived in London, it took me 42 minutes to get anywhere anyways. So I kind of like, time-wise, there's not much of a difference because of the train. And even driving is pretty fast. But the problem is there's only one track. So if anything goes wrong, you're stranded.
Oh, fuck.
And I don't like that. So we tried this out for a year. I'll probably be moving back. No, London is its own little, like, I mean, it's not little, its own universe, you know?
Yeah.
And Tunbridge Wells is like, oh, we're in England now. Like, this is England. Like, which I hadn't really experienced that. Like, that, it's very English. Like, everyone's English.
Yeah.
Which is such a stupid thing to say. Obviously, I live in England. But London's not like that. Like, I think the whole time I lived in London, I met one person that was from London.
Yeah.
So what? And then here, it's like everybody's so English. And, like, the politics are very English. Like, it's just very English here. Opposed to British, I would say. So, you know, for what we were paying to share a house with our whole band in London, you know, in Tunbridge Wells, we have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a garden, a parking spot, you know. So our life was just got a lot more comfortable moving here because what you can afford just widens significantly. So yeah, hopefully I can find another little gift from the universe and get my ass back to London. But when we were moving from the last place, everything we found was just a piece of shit. It was just a gross piece of shit crack den. And we were like, I don't want to pay £1,600 to live in a crack den, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that. I definitely get that.
You know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, do you know how fun at the Isle of Wight Fest? And,
yeah, I think we will. We haven't played together in over a year, so it'll be good to be back on stage with the dudes. And we're bringing our dogs. So we're going to let our dogs run on the beach. It'll be cute.
Nice. How many dogs have you got?
2. I have a little rescued Jack Russell Chihuahua mix that we found. So she, remember with the poop and the dropping of the poop in the Irish mountains? We found her there.
Oh.
So we accidentally became dog people during COVID, not because we got a puppy. We found a rescue dog. And yeah, she lived in the van with us for that whole year.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so she's from Cork City. Her name's Frankie. And then just in November, that just happened, we got her a baby. We got her a friend. Because she is very unsocialized. She's a rescue. So she just has like crazy anxiety and trauma. We can't socialize her because she just like will not be socialized. Like we take her to dog parks and we try to hang out with people that have dogs and she's just not having it because it's unless they like live with her, she never gets used to them because she's so anxious. So anyways, I thought it would make me feel better if she felt better.
Oh.
I'm my friend. So his little name is Wesley and he's a Chihuahua. and he's a monster. He's not a rescue, and you can tell.
You can tell the difference between a rescue and a non-rescue.
Oh my god, definitely. It's like night and day. And we're like, I've never had a dog in my life, so like I don't have any other frame of reference except Frankie, my little rescue dog, and they're just like completely different animals. They're nothing alike. Like everything I learned about like taking care of Frankie does not apply to this dog. Completely different. So that's been challenging. Maybe that was a mistake too. It's too late. It's too late. This is my life now. We just bring them everywhere we go. Like we try to bring them on tour, and we bring them to not to the gig to listen, but if like we're going on tour, like I'll bring them, and I'll just bring someone with me to hang out with my dogs while I'm on stage. I'm very committed. We are dog people now.
I like the way you said that. We're dog people now. That's it.
Yeah, well, it just kind of happened. Like Frankie happened to us. That was not like us going out being like, we're ready for a dog. It wasn't like that at all. So she just completely changed our lives, and I'm pretty devoted to like giving her the best life that we can, you know.
Yeah.
So
was she just abandoned? Sorry, David.
Yeah, she was. So her neighbors found her. The girls that lived next door. She was like chained to a fence, cowering under a nettle bush in the backyard, and her owners had moved out.
No, that's
the house was empty, and they left the dog to starve to death in the backyard.
Oh my god, that's awful.
I know. It just hurts my heart. Like, how can people? Like, what is the matter with people?
Exactly.
So, she was like completely emaciated, and when I took her to the vet, they said if she had went like one more day, like she probably wouldn't have made it.
Oh.
So yeah, we found her just in time. She was so cute and covered in green paint. She's so cute. Yeah. Oh, so that's our little rock and roll dog, and we take her everywhere with us. And I'm sure the people at the venues think I'm fucking crazy. I'm sure like I have a reputation across the country, because I'll like call venues and be like, do you have an office that I can lock my dog in while I'm on stage? And they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, we're dog people now. Roll with it. Most people are actually really accommodating. They're like, oh yeah, there's a closet upstairs we could put it in. I'm like, see you on Friday. I know, it's ridiculous, but sure, people think we're fucking crazy. Children see that weird dog lady's coming again. And my dog's so mean. Like she acts like she's gonna rip your throat out. Like anyone who sees her. So like it's like this big dramatic. Bring her in. And I'm locking her in the thing, and they're just like, people must just think I'm crazy. Probably quite the show.
That's your rescue dog, isn't it?
Huh?
That's your rescue dog.
Yes, this is the rescue dog. The other dog like gives everybody kisses and is like, "Hey, everybody, look at me, look at me!" Like it's just a completely different dog, different beast entirely. Oh. Whereas Frankie's like, "Don't look at me!" Completely. If you make eye contact with her, she will fucking try to bite you. Like, she's like very defensive and very fear aggressive. Like she's not aggressive, but she's fear aggression, I think it's called. When she's scared, she will scare the shit out of you. You know, when she feels threatened. It's so sad. She's come a really long way. I know it doesn't sound like it, but imagine how bad she was when we first got her.
That just sounds absolutely horrific.
Yeah, it was rough. And especially being someone like, I'm not a dog. Like, I've never had a dog. I didn't know anything about it. She just crawled up into my lap, and I was like, oh, I guess this is my dog now. This is how this works. She just crawled right up into my neck and just shook and just fell asleep in my arms. I was like, oh, wow. I think I just became a mother. I think that's how it happened.
You're obviously radiating that sort of energy, weren't you? That she
felt safe.
Yeah.
Probably the first time for 1 minute once, and then our lives have never been the same. Yeah.
She just makes you wonder what sort of life she had before.
Oh, it couldn't have been good. Who would leave their dog? Like, what kind of... Ugh.
What kind of mentality would you have to be like, right, I'm moving now, don't want the dog, chain it up to the fence and leave it to die?
You know, we'll just leave it. Whatever happens, happens. Terrible.
It's terrible.
Poor little girl. Don't worry, she's very spoiled now. She lives in the lap of luxury.
Okay, Jojo.
Well, thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Have a good one.
Thank you for listening to Punk Rock Creators Podcast, and we'll see you next time. Bye.